Peace to the planet. Charlamagne the God here. Cocktails and conversations. I got my guy Dave East here. Dave, what's up, my brother?
Good, my boy.
What's happening?
Regular, you know, trying to get to it. Got this paranoia out right now. It's moving.
Absolutely. Now everybody got a select group of individuals who have helped them along their path. Who you think has been the biggest, I guess, inspiration for you and where you're at right now?
Honestly, I would say my homies, like the dudes that's around me from before all of this. You know what I mean? That then dealt with me and my attitudes and my mood swings, all of that up to this point. I feel like they was the ones that kept me wanting to do it. You know what I mean? Just they energy, like, man, let's just keep doing it. So I probably say the homies and my mother.
Now, how do you decide who to keep around though? Because I've seen videos of dudes in Harlem hating on you. That's where you're from, Harlem. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure some of the homies you came up with just decided to hate at this point.
With me, it's like it switched up so quick. You know what I mean? Like, we be cool splitting sandwiches, and then I'm getting, you know what I mean? Then there's YouTube videos, like, it just be hate. But with me, I feel like I just keep the same people around me. Like, anybody that do be hating, if you really go back 96 weeks or whatever on Instagram, they ain't in no pictures with me anyway.
Yeah. You already knew who they were anyway.
They wasn't really in my circle anyway, so it's like, whatever. That was bound to happen, you know what I'm saying?
Because I feel like you always been a cool dude. You're not one of these rappers who's a square in high school, or like a square in college, and then when they got popping, they start getting all this attention. I feel like you always had that cool factor, so they probably been like hating on you.
Been there. I was playing ball before, you know what I mean? So I had the basketball beef, and then I started rapping.
What you think the biggest risk you've taken in your career thus far?
Biggest risk?
Yeah.
Damn, man. Biggest risk I probably took. I feel like I got seen a lot. Like I feel like for a little section there, I was like too mixy.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in pictures and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I can't tell. They just spotted you at Bernice Burgos last week, and those rumors started cooking.
I try to chill with it, but it's like I just feel like I got real mixy for a minute, so that was risky. Like I ain't realized the internet was like the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, more.
But don't you have to be an artist though? Like you kind of got to be on the scene, be in the club, make sure your record's being played.
There's ways to do it though. There's ways you could do it. I mean, without causing so much controversy. You know what I mean?
Are you one of those guys? I had conversations with Method Man. You know, back in the day, Method Man had that whole sex symbol thing, but he would run from that.
I ain't running from it.
Okay.
Keep calling me all that sexy, all that. I'm with it.
I'm not gonna call you that.
I know that. Ladies, man.
Yeah.
Keep dropping them emojis and all that. I ain't mad at it.
Now, who's been your favorite collaboration to date?
Till now, probably Nas or Styles. One of them two. Nas, it was like, Styles my favorite rapper. So to make a record with him was like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like watching him put the verse together and all of that. He telling me stories about Big, and you know what I'm saying? Like that was crazy. But then with Nas, it was like, I never seen him put nothing together. Like I always just heard his music. So to see him get in his own, and I mean, that was crazy.
Now why is Styles your favorite rapper? Now, I like Styles too, but that's never like the sexy choice. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go, Kiss. Like why Styles?
I don't know.
You said favorite rapper. That mean out of everybody.
Everybody. Honestly, I just can relate to, I guess, the way he was talking. You know what I'm saying? Like from 15, 16, he just was the grimiest out the group to me. Like just, you know what I mean? Like his flow was just a little different. And he Styles is conscious. Like he's just a real, just, I don't know, he like my type of dude. Like he's street, but then he conscious too, you know what I mean? So I always heard that in his flow, you know what I mean? From Money Pirates. Before that, from Clue, when they was just freestyling on Clue, you didn't even know how they looked. I was like, yo, who was that one? Like, you know what I'm saying? But SP.
Is that somebody you call and ask advice
Yeah,
from?
me and P talk a lot.
Because he used to be a savage. He used to be getting in trouble, beating people up, all of that.
I know. When I had my little rants on the gram, he was the first one to hit me like, baby, bro, don't do that. You know what I mean? Can't be doing that. Keep personal, you know what I'm saying?
You got a temper, right? I keep hearing.
Oh, man, I don't know. I guess.
You controlling it? Like?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
What keeps it controlled? Is it your,
Bud,
your,
man,
your seed, or is it
my
your
daughter?
career?
Now I ain't gonna front. My daughter really like blank my mind out. Like I could be mad at the world. Like if I get with her, I forget. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But her and probably we help. We help a lot.
Self-medication is always good. Has fatherhood changed you as a man? Are you more conscious of how you like interact with women? Like you just don't smut them out like you might used to?
It depends. I got a lot more respect for a woman. Just I ain't gonna front that whole. I never seen nobody give birth. You know what I mean? Like I didn't heard of it, and I know probably the process of how it happens, but I never seen it.
All right.
So that was a little different. So I got much more respect for women, but as women, you know what I mean? Like if you're a real woman, got something going for yourself.
Yeah, not a woman. I mean, a woman, not a bitch.
Yeah, I got respect for that.
Did you cut the umbilical cord?
Yeah, I clipped it. It didn't cut all the way, like cut in half. That was some nasty. Yeah.
Did you eat the placenta?
I didn't do any of that.
You know, if the man eats the placenta, he can breastfeed.
Say word.
Word is born.
You made that up.
I'm dead ass serious. You can look it up. Now what's your dream collaboration?
Dream collab? Me and Hov. Me and Jay talking some extravagant shit.
You think that can happen?
Yeah.
Have you spoken to Hov yet?
Nah, not one-on-one, like through people. You know what I mean? Like I done got word from him through people and back and forth.
Like he's aware of your presence, so to speak.
I'm cool with Emery, Lenny S, all of them, like all of the closest people to him. So yeah.
Does that put a battery in your back? Does that mean something when like the legends salute you and acknowledge you?
Yeah, just let me know. Basically, I'm where I need to be with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I'd have been doing it this long, and none of them didn't heard of me or didn't stamped it yet, it's like, what am I doing it for? You know what I'm saying? I ain't really. The younger cosigns is cool, but like the dudes that actually paved the way, the dudes that actually inspired me and I grew up on, like that's who I wanted to be like, yeah, shorty fire, you know what I'm saying?
So do you feel out of place in this new wave of new New York? Because I mean, you got the Cardi B's, you got the A Boogies, but they don't necessarily have a New York sound, so to speak.
Yeah.
Do you feel out of place a little bit?
Nah.
That is your peers.
Yeah, I don't feel out of place. They not really, I mean, Cardi can rap if she's spitting, you know what I'm saying? A Boogie he can rap too, but he got a little more melody than him. With me, I'm rapping, you know what I mean? Like it ain't really too many younger dudes coming out of New York or just younger people coming out of New York that could really go as far as like rap, you know what I'm saying? And make you rhyme what they said or could tell a story, none of that. Like a lot of that's gone. Like a lot of people can make them joints for the club, you know what I'm saying? They can rap good on them joints, but like the actual, where this come from as far as New York, like when you used to put on any one of them old albums, whether it was whoever from New York had some pain to it. You know what I mean? Mary J. Blige had pain to her R&B tape them album, you know what I mean? So I feel like I like my space, you know what I mean? Cause I feel like I be alone a lot, you know what I mean? As far as just the new scene with the rappers, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with everybody, I ain't got no problems with nobody. Got damn near everybody on my phone, we kicking and all of that. But it's weird because me and Nas was talking about, he like, the dudes gonna love you for your rap, you know what I mean? Like, and what you talking about, and then the girls just gonna wanna look at you, you know what I mean? So that did be weird for me because it's like, I really can spit, but a lot of females don't be caring about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just there to look or get a picture or whatever, but the homies is really in tune with what I'm saying. And I'm watching the female audience with it grow. I'm watching it change, you know what I'm saying? Like from me having straight hard records to now I got the perfect record. That's a whole different show. Like my show changed with that one record, you know what I'm saying?
Is that difficult for you as an artist though? Because if you're in the studio, you're saying, okay, I want to make the music I want to make, but then I want to make stuff for the homies, but then I got all these ladies checking for me too. Is that kind of difficult to figure out how you want to go?
Gotta balance it.
Yeah.
Like I was talking with Moneybagg Yo yesterday, and I was like, yo, like all the like his hardest joints, he talking to girls. Like all the hardest records that's out, they talking to women. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of Bad and Bougie, they talking about a girl.
Yeah.
I mean, like every record that really get out of there is some type of, you gotta somehow talk to the women. It can't be a straight, I got my pistol and my hoodie on, like, you know what I'm saying? The girls can't really get with that too much. You got some hard chicks out there that probably get, but the majority can't. So if you just talk to them a little bit, you can still do it your way. I can still rap it how I rap. but just aim it to them, you know what I'm saying? It helps.
That's not even a conversation you can have with Nas, right? Because Nas struggled with that for years, it seems like.
But I feel like with him, just him himself could, you know what I mean? He always got him, you know what I mean? Like he always had the baddest joints around or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like it's up to each artist to be able to kind of navigate that and find that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really had no female records until I did the joint with Chris Brown or whatever, but they come. And once you see what it do, it's like, all right, I need 10 more of them.
Right.
Or I need 15 more of them. And just to balance out all this other pain and whatever else I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I need some more of them joints.
And then as soon as you do that, then the homies be like, yo, you ain't making records for the street no more. They'll ignore the other 400 records.
The 400 joints I got for them. But they ain't the ones with the Davies t-shirts on or the Davies hat standing in the front screaming, so I don't care.
You talked about your artist Rolodex. You and Drake seem to have very good rapport.
Yeah, that's the
I seen you at his birthday party.
Yeah.
What's that relationship like?
He mad cool, man. He like whenever we in the same city, you know what I mean, we make sure we get up with each other, but he just cool. You know what I mean, we talk about music, talk about girls.
Anything gonna come from that? Music, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Partnership with OVO, something, I don't know.
Music for sure, you know what I'm saying? But as far as anything else, like, we just build it, you know what I'm saying? Like with me, I ain't really a quick meet you, and then I'm not a dude that's trying to like, oh, he's hot, let me get next to him. And you could be the hottest person on earth. If we can't vibe, or I can't really, I don't care, you know what I'm saying?
Now when you say y'all talk about girls, do y'all like talk about who y'all snipe? Because he used to be with Bernice, and then now you with Bernice, so did he give a good, you know, did he give her a good grade?
We ain't talking about her.
Oh, okay.
We ain't talking about her. But I don't know, man. He just told me keep doing what I'm doing. He proud of how I'm moving, you know what I'm saying? For somebody that, the time he been in the game and for me to be fairly new, you know what I'm saying? He respect the way I'm moving. His pops is mad cool. I met Don Juan with him. That was dope.
Bishop Don Juan.
Yeah, Don Juan was mad cool. First time I met him. But yeah, Drizzy is cool, man. Chubbs, all of them. Like, they just show me love, you know what I'm saying? And you can tell when it be weird in the game. Like, if somebody don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? If somebody of certain status go out their way to make sure you know what I mean? I respect it.
Now, when is Davies dropping an official debut album?
First quarter.
Okay.
2018, next year.
What made you not want to put it out already though? What made you put out these other projects?
Because I'm getting hotter as it go. You know what I'm saying? Like since that EP dropped, it went up more. You know what I mean? So it's like, why not try to like really get out there? You know what I'm saying? Before I hit the world with that debut. You know what I mean? I feel like it's still a lot of people. There's a lot of people who know me, but there's a lot I ain't did. You know what I'm saying?
It's always so weird though, because when you know, I think about like Illmatic, I think about like Reasonable Doubt. Those were really the beginnings of those guys' career. Like we kind of know your beginnings already. So what would a debut album sound like? Like you got money now? Like,
yeah, I feel like it would just be a combination of really everything you've heard up to this point. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the stories that a lot of stuff I've rapped about up until this point is like bits and pieces of my album. You know what I mean? Like a lot of things I didn't really get all the way into detail. There's certain parts of my life I never really spoke on, you know what I mean? That's records, you know what I mean? So I feel like it would just be more in depth what you've heard from me already, you know what I'm saying? And just me working with some top people, you know what I mean?
It's my man Dave East, man. Cocktails and Conversations. Hey, thank you for coming by, my brother.
Anytime, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Anytime.